Hi, I'm Jolie.
And I'm Melissa.
And this is the BCI Beat. If you're thinking about taking a trip to Ethiopia, there's one thing that you can leave behind. Tell us what that is, Mel.
You can leave your silverware behind.
Wait, so I don't normally bring my own utensils with me when I travel. Usually you think that will be there when you get there.
Mm-hmm. You'd think so, but not so in Ethiopia. You don't need silverware to enjoy their cuisine.
So I'm assuming then that I'm going to be eating with my hands?
Not exactly.
Oh, so no spoons, no forks, no knives.
No problem.
How does that work?
Stay tuned to find out.
In a previous episode, we talked about how Debrecen is a really nice, safe bubble for our students, that because it's an up-and-coming area, we really feel like it's a great place for them to be able to feel very safe. But the danger is when they start university and they have to leave Debrecen, there's not always as much safety. It can be dangerous for them. Mel, tell me about the one friend of yours that's there that just got to leave the program and start university.
Yeah, Fekadu has been in our program for quite a while now, and he just started university in the fall of 2019, but due to lack of sanitation and clean water, he started getting sick with food poisoning type symptoms. He was having stomach pain, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, and just feeling generally lethargic.
Oh. The good news is that he is feeling better now, but this is a stark reminder of the difference between the reality that we experience here and the reality that happens in third world countries. And you were telling me earlier that you've known him since he was really little. Tell me more about him.
I have, yeah. I met him when I was in Ethiopia probably 8 years ago, and at that time he was just a little guy, but now when I was there last year, he's taller than me, and he's really grown so much. It's amazing. We were able to sit down with him, take him some food and household items, and he's just a really well-mannered, reserved, but overall a great guy.
Well, the sad thing is that because the government chooses the university, these students don't really have a lot of say of where they go. But because of this program, if he stays committed to his studies, he really does have such a higher potential to have a better future for himself.
He really does. He can't really help the drawbacks of his situation now, but staying in school will definitely pay off.
Let's all join together and pray for his health in the meantime.
There's no way to go to Ethiopia without discovering injera.
Injera is made with a teff flour, and it's the consistency of a crepe, but it's thicker and spongier, and it's actually eaten with nearly every Ethiopian meal.
The flavor of injera is very similar to sourdough, except much more sour. It gets its sour flavor because they take teff flour, add water, and then let it sit out for 2 days so that it ferments. Then it's cooked on a large round pan directly over the open fire. Making injera is a livelihood for many Ethiopian women because in order to make it, you have to have the large pan, and everybody in Ethiopia eats it.
In Ethiopian cuisine, they have a spicy stew, which is called a wat, and it's a variety of meats and vegetables, and they serve it with their injera on a really large injera. It's about the size of a large pancake or a pizza, and they ladle the wat over top of it, and then people as a family come together with one and will rip off pieces and pick up the wat and the vegetables with their injera.
Teff is a superfood. It's very nutrient dense and nutritious, and it's also gluten-free and has tons more health benefits than wheat or rice or any other grain.
There are Ethiopian restaurants all around the United States. Go ahead and try it out and let us know what you think.
We have a wonderful staff of social workers who provide services to the children in our sponsorship program.
In addition to helping meet their basic needs of the children, such as looking after their dietary and medical needs, the workers also work with the children in the sponsorship program in weekly counseling sessions on the school campus. Children in the sponsorship program who are in grades 1 through 6 meet weekly with their social worker, and they meet as a group by grade level in one of the school classrooms.
Topics they discuss include things like their academic performance, encouraging good behavior, and strategies to help them focus and study hard. It's a bit of a mashup of counseling with academic advising.
This is just one of the services provided through our sponsorship. that allows us to go above and beyond our expectations. We aren't just meeting the needs of these students for here and now, but we are actually looking to provide the children with self-sustaining futures. Satoda is a 15-year-old teen whose story you may find unique. Unlike many of our children, he wasn't abandoned by his father, but by his mother.
That's right. Satoda's mother walked away and he hasn't heard from her in many years. His father has been the sole caretaker for Satoda and his brother and sister, and this is especially difficult because his father is disabled.
Satoda's father is unable to work and he has to support his family on $25 a month of US dollars for his pension.
Satoda helps where he can by doing chores and cleaning, but he isn't able to help financially because he's busy in school, and school really needs to come first.
That's right. And that's right where he should be. He has career aspirations to become an engineer. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
It would be, and if he keeps studying hard in school, it's a definite possibility.
Satoda is one of the teens in our program that's been on our sponsorship waiting list for some time. It's difficult because he sees his friends writing to their sponsors and receiving letters in the mail, and he dreams about having that kind of support as well.
We actually have a clip of Satoda.
My name is Tyson. I am 60 years old. I wanted to have a sponsor like my friend. I wanted to be an engineer for the future.
Without a mother in his life, you can imagine it really leaves a void. It would be wonderful to see him have an opportunity to develop a supportive relationship with a sponsor while he's still in school.
If you'd like to help, you can visit our website or call 1-888-269-2719.
Thank you. In the U.S., it's a common joke to say we walk 2 hours to school uphill both ways in the freezing cold, but one of our 6-year-old children nearly does this.
Hyenas Yeshigeta is an absolutely precious 6-year-old girl. Hyenas' mother was previously married, resulting in the birth of a daughter. After several years, her husband was unfaithful and abandoned the family.
Hyenas' mother remarried, and life was better until Hyenas was 2 years old and her father died in an accident. She now lives with her mother and her teenage sister.
The family cannot afford rent, so they live very far away from school in order to have cheaper housing. They live in a small one-room home with a mattress on the floor.
Hyenas and her sister walk 2 hours to school every day. It's hard to imagine how a child could learn in such a situation. They're very afraid of hyenas, which come out during part of her journey when it's dark outside.
Hyenas has been blessed to receive support to cover the cost of a taxi to transport her to and from school for the full 2020 school year.
Hyenas and her sister will now be safe from hyenas and protected from the risk of kidnapping. She'll be more alert in school, she won't be as hungry from burning extra calories on her walk, and she'll have more time for studying and play.
A huge thank you to our generous donor who made this possible.
Thank you. What can we look forward to on the next episode?
Ethiopia just had an epiphany, and I'll tell you all about it.
Visit our website and social media. You can view the links in the description box below. Like and subscribe, leave comments and questions.
Have a blessed day.